Okay, we are just about 4 after the hour, so I think it makes sense to get started here. My name is Matt. I work in the marketing department here at Oncue, and I wanted to thank everyone for joining. We are going to be talking about getting financing for your moving company today. We have folks from Oncue and Level that will be going through a bit how the business financing process works, and some resources that are available for moving company owners. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to our first panelist, Audrey.
Hi. So my name is Audrey Donaldson. I lead the product team here at Oncue. Oncue is full service. Well, we offer full service moving company operating system. So it's a platform that helps moving companies grow with easy to use technology and on-demand booking service, where we book moves for our customers 7 days a week. And I help the engineering team determine what to build, what functionality users want, including things like offering financing.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Katelin Kennedy. I'm the Director of Partner Success for Level. And at Level, we specialize in financial products for what we call micro businesses. So people who are self-employed or might have a single employee or two, and are often utilizing apps or platforms like Oncue to find work or manage their business. And so what we found is that a lot of our customers are too small or may not want to use small business loans, but also may not want to use consumer financial products to help them grow their business. And so we design products that are specifically for people who are kind of in that audience of a micro business that may have more flexible revenue coming in and just needs a different type of financial product. And so we'll go into more of that later. But my role at Level is to work with partners like Oncue to share Level products, to help promote them, and then provide the best products and the best offers that we can to Oncue movers.
Great. I think there's a way for you to enter into Q&A if you've got any questions. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can at the end. But to just sort of outline a little bit about how movers use financing, there's a lot of different ways that they would think about deploying funds to hire additional staff, to bulk up on potentially supplies and equipment. Maybe you're looking for more tape, bubble wrap, boxes, blankets to put on your truck for the busy season. Potentially to buy a new truck. A lot of our existing accounts use financing to purchase a truck, maybe establish a new location, open a second location, add storage to your offering, and then of course for advertising and marketing. We've got some examples. So we've got a Texas-based rather large moving company with 10 locations. They had the extra incentive to try to build up their business credit, so that as they built their business, they're taking bigger and bigger loans out. And part of that was starting with a microloan and building up their credit. And then in New York City, we've got a full service local moving company that are looking to cover their operational expenses and invest in marketing and sales. So that's just two examples of the ways you can use loans, small loans.
So I wanted to share a little bit more about how Level works. Our primary product is the Level Advance, which we designed specifically to meet the needs of small business owners. So keeping in mind that earnings may fluctuate over time, there might be a really great month with really high revenue, and then the next month might be slower. And so we designed the Level Advance specifically to meet that need. So the repayment to Level is made as a percentage of future earnings. And we make our money through a single fee, which is paid over the lifetime of the advance. So we don't charge any like APR or compounding interest. It's all, through this single fee. And then repayments are deducted automatically from earnings, as you earn over time.
So you want me to take this, Katelin?
Yep.
Okay, great. In terms of how Oncue customers in particular can get financing, you can access financing offers directly within the application. So as a mover working inside of Oncue, you can see that we've got a financing tab. And when you click it, it pops you directly over to the Level website. I could say a little bit. There we go. There. Do you want to run through this?
Yep. And I can share more about our process. We've purposely made it as simple as possible. So we want it to be really easy for you to be able to go through and kind of quickly apply. So there's basically 3 steps. The first is helping us to verify your information. So providing the basics, right? Your name, date of birth, social security number, address, and then linking earning sources. And so the way that we can understand what type of offer to provide is understanding your past earning history so that we can kind of predict what the future earning history will look like. And so the more earning sources you're able to provide us, the better offer we're able to provide and the better we're able to kind of like assess you as a candidate. And then lastly, you provide, what you would like to use the funding for, and then how much you would like to be funded for. And we use all that to be able to assess whether we can offer an advance and then make the offer. And then after that, if you're approved, the funding goes out in less than 2 business days. So it's pretty quick. And as I mentioned, we charge that single servicing fee, and the repayments come out over time. So they're a percentage of future earnings that will just be automatically deducted until the advance is paid out in full. And then to share some kind of tips and tricks, as we like to say, the top one I would say is really linking as many earning sources as possible. As we said, we use that to be able to understand what your earnings have been and try and get a sense of what we can expect going forward so that we can provide the best offer possible. That also means that we need to see 3 or more months of earnings to qualify. So if you haven't been working for more than 3 months, do a few more months of work and then come back to us. And if you have, we would love to receive an application today. Filling out, your comprehensive business details so that we have a sense of what you plan to use the advance for. And then most of all, as Audrey mentioned, using the funds to help grow your business. Like our very favorite thing ever is when we hear from many of our customers who started out with a smaller loan, investing in small equipment or small things that they need for their business, pay it off, and then continue to do that and continue to grow with us. And we've seen it, time and time again of customers who are able to kind of start with, the smaller advance that really fits their financial needs, and then are able to grow over time and kind of grow into a larger and larger business. So I think now we're shifting over to Q&A, or I don't know, Audrey, if you have anything else to add before we jump into questions.
I don't. We just have right now 1 question. Can you see that is that something you can field?
Let me look. Yeah, so one of the questions is, do you create hard inquiries on personal credit? And we don't. We do a soft credit pull, but it doesn't impact credit score. And then, is the fee for level advance deducted per transaction like Square loans? Connor, is that something you'd be able to weigh in on?
I believe that's right. Yes. So similar to how the level advance, similar to how Square loans deduct per transaction. It's the same with us. It's a percent of each transaction.
Great. And then, do we report to business credit agencies? Connor, that's another one for you, maybe.
We do not report to business credit agencies.
Great. We have another question. What's your average advance amount? So it really ranges depending on the applicant. We, for Oncue customers, have given advances for as small as $250 all the way up to $10,000. So it's really dependent on us being able to understand what your earnings are like, and then also, what your need is. Is the level partnered exclusively with Oncue, or can anyone be a level advance recipient? And that's a fantastic question. We offer advances to anyone. People who are with Oncue, we're able to, if you link your Oncue earnings, we're able to provide an even better offer because of our partnership with Oncue. But anyone can apply for an advance. It's not only exclusive to Oncue. And then another question, what is the minimum revenue? Connor, is that one you're able to answer?
Yeah, it varies depending on, the tenure of the business, but the minimum revenue, we starts to get difficult below 1,000 per month. And I want to echo Katelin on that last question related to, can anyone apply, or is this a partnership or only offered through Oncue? And and Caitlin's absolutely correct. Anybody with a business or micro business can qualify, but Oncue movers, because of the relationship that we have with Oncue, are able to qualify for outstanding terms relative to applicants that just come through off the street, so to speak. It is the relationship that we have with Oncue that makes that possible. Yeah, that's a little more information there.
We had one from Ahmad about trying to click the link and it's locked. I will try to help you, Ahmad. That might be a customer service or a technical glitch. Is this video recorded? This video is recorded. The webinar is recorded. Yeah. Any other questions anybody has? Would you like a copy? Matt, how can people access a copy of, or Thomas, the webinar recording if they would like one?
We'll send out an email after the webinar. Hopefully today, if not early tomorrow, you'll get a recording of the full webinar, and it will also be available on YouTube.
Thank you. Let's give another second for any other questions. Mark asks, is any other follow-up conversations or consultations? Mark, are you an Oncue, using the Oncue app, or are you asking Level directly? Asking Level directly.
Yeah, we have our customer service is available at any time through the chat on our website. And so that's something that if you have additional questions, you can go there. I hope that answers the question.
Let us know if that answered your question, Mark. Do I apply for financing through Oncue? Yes, you can apply directly through the your portal into the Oncue app. You also can apply directly through Level. If you've got a Stripe account, Oncue gets you a good rate, and Oncue with a Stripe account can help facilitate easy repayment, but you can also go directly to Level. Can I use funds for advertising like Thumbtack? I believe that counts as marketing, yeah? Yes, you can do that. And the question, if the repayment comes out of future earnings, is my account linked to Level?
Yes, it is linked. I don't know, Connor, do you want to provide more details about how that works?
Well, in this particular case, I'm not sure how the person asking this question earns, but if they earn on Oncue, then it will come out of their earnings that they process through Oncue. If they earn in another way, it would come out of a linked bank account. But regardless, it's a percentage of those earnings. And to follow up earlier, we do have a chat on our website. If there are any additional questions, you're also welcome to call our customer success team anytime between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Pacific. It's an easy way to have a discussion and ask more detailed questions.
Any other questions at this point? Open questions? No. Received an offer that expired. Are my earnings reported to Level?
That, let me follow up on that. And I will get if it's okay with you, I'll get your contact info from the Oncue team so that we can troubleshoot that and track you down. Offers do expire after 14 days. So I'm guessing that's what happened. But we'll take a look into that and let you know.
Does that sound, let us know in the Q&A, Tammy, if that sounds all right to you, that we put you in contact. Is there a minimum credit score?
No, there's not a minimum credit score. We use earnings history to be able to assess. I don't know, Connor, if you have anything else to add to that.
No, that's correct.
Tammy says that's fine. Tammy, what's your moving company name? Any chance? And then I was hoping Ahmad would also, that's an easier way for me to find you quickly. Moving Kings, wonderful. Minimum time of being incorporated.
By incorporated, does it mean registered as a business? If so, you're not required to be registered as a business to apply.
Okay, I think we got one more question.
Financing for my customers, is this a problem? Do you mean financing like a firm where you're offering your customers, your shippers are paying you in installments or you're financing for them? I don't think that that would be a conflict with a loan for your moving business. If I understood the question.
Yes, so sorry, I'll jump in here. I believe that the question is related to offering financing for the customer, for the movers customers. That would not be a conflict with this. You are able to access financing for your business and offer financing to your end customer.
Thank you. Any last, oh. Perfect, great. Any last questions? Another second. Wonderful. Well, we appreciate all of you joining us. Looking forward to following up and on some specific questions, and looking forward to hopefully getting people some loans to help them grow their business.
Absolutely. Thank you, Oncue, for putting this together and for having us.
Thanks for coming, Level. Thanks for helping our customers.